Okay. Okay, there. All right, we're recording. Well, it's good to see you, Abigail.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Uh,
Good.
yeah.
You have another show coming up this summer,
I know we're
as
back at it
usual.
again.
Yeah.
Busy. So yeah, we are back in the parks. We are back in the parks this summer in for our outdoor show, which is called Wow.
Wow.
Wow, I know, it's fun.
Does it stand for anything or just wow?
Just wow.
Just wow.
But I'm working, wow is kind of a fun word. It's fun to say. And I think it's also kind of an interesting, we're playing with, I'm making these banners, I hope, that are going to work, that we can kind of play with all the shapes of wow. So it makes mom, we, ow,
Yeah.
different things kind of, but to me, what this show is about is this kind of, I think, I wanted to get this idea of this just like explosion of joy in the parks. And I think we're all kind of feel like the world just keeps getting more and more nuts, and we're all in this kind of, and I think everybody's a little allergic. Nervous is what I meant to say about the direction of our world and what's going to happen next, and we're all kind of have this supercharged sort of energy about that. And why don't we take that and make this explosion of humanity and love and circus in the parks? Wow.
Sounds like a great theme.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
That's,
So you're going to be traveling around the Bay Area like before to different parks?
we'll be around the Bay Area, the different parks. We're going to be Yerba Buena Gardens, Salesforce Park. We do our preview in West Oakland at DeFremery Park. We have great locations, and then we also go down to Laguna Beach for one or for two shows in Laguna Beach, and then up to
Yeah.
Reno as well. So,
All right.
um,
How did you get these out of town gigs?
um, they're kind of random. Laguna
Hmm.
Beach, the city of Laguna Beach cold called us and said, "Hey, could you bring your circus down here?" And we said,
Oh,
"Sure." And that's that location. They called us. The first year was the year of the pandemic, so they called us in the winter in December 2019, and we had to cancel that show. But luckily they decided to stick with it, and this will be, I think, our third year in Laguna Beach, third or fourth.
oh,
Um,
great.
and then Reno, my sister lives in Reno, and she
Hmm.
connected us with this fantastic festival called Art Town Reno.
Mm-hmm.
And in Reno in July, there's this amazing festival of arts and music and dance, and all of that. And this is, I think, our third year doing that festival as well. So
Some of these outlying areas have the most fantastic arts celebrations that you never hear about.
it's
I've seen so
Art
many.
Town Reno is a gem. Everyone should know about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's this really incredible. And everything in that series is free as well, so it's pretty amazing.
Uh, there
Uh,
goes my camera. Yeah, for the audience, if you're not watching, if we're on video, my camera goes on and off on Zoom mysteriously, and I haven't been able to figure out why.
well,
Uh, yeah. Um, so I was watching the video from last year. I think it was last year, and there are two things that really struck me: is how much the kids absolutely love your shows, the children, and the other thing was circus performers are amazing athletes. I mean, it's just all incredible. Not only are they charismatic and are performing, but their athletic ability is just incredible.
it's amazing.
They're
Well,
like world class. This stuff they do is blind boggling.
it's amazing. Well, so I think this two things. Yes, the kids go completely bonkers. I have nephews now that are almost three, and they're like already singing the songs and getting ready to come to the show in Reno. But yeah, the kids, I don't know. I think the kids just um, we speak their language, and it's kind of
Yeah.
I think what's wonderful about the circus is it doesn't You don't have to speak English or any language or anything. You know, as humans, we understand this movement on kind of a cellular level, and I think kids get that. They're already there. They're channeling that kind of gut reaction. That's where they're living right there. So, you know, they get it. It's really fun and to watch them. I mean, I'm watching the kids the whole time and they're watching us. And then
Yeah.
oh yeah, I mean, everyone I mean, speaking for myself as a retired, I still go to the gym for 2 hours every day because I just can't break the habit. You know,
Yeah.
everybody is incredible athletes, and also not it's like a lifelong devotion to the instrument of your body. So it's not just like oh, I'm going to do this 6-month boot camp. It's like I'm going to train my body for 15 years.
Right. Yeah, it's like being like a world-class gymnast or
Yeah,
something. I mean,
yeah,
it just takes complete dedication.
yeah, and just
Yeah.
persistence, and and I think, I mean, I'm just speaking from my own experience, but it's like you just have to go to like some gravity, I think, is pulling differently some days it's pulling a little differently than others, but you just have to just go to the gym and just show up and just keep plugging away,
Yeah.
and and I know it's a tremendous um yeah, it's a tremendous kind of undertaking, and exciting. I mean, how fun is it? I mean, it's not a doom and gloom situation. I mean, you feel so privileged to um,
Oh yeah.
work that hard, and yeah, and this year our artists are spectacular. You know, it's a lot of what we do at Circus Bella is it's a lot of we have our local ensemble company, and then we bring in a few guest artists from out of town every year. Just to, I think it makes us stronger as a company, and it helps us, I don't know, kind of be a part of the larger international circus community.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this amazing hand balancer. You're not going to believe, he's incredible.
Is that
Incredible
what is he, a hand
hand
balancer?
balancer. So he puts
Yeah.
these long canes, and which are these long sticks, and he balances on his hands, and he will just stand on one arm for forever and move these. It's unbelievable.
Oh,
So
on top of canes
on
that are
top of
like,
canes, he's on one arm.
wow.
Wow.
No wonder you called it wow.
Wow. So he's Joel Hirschfield. He's coming in from Boston,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
that's fun. And
Who
then
else do you have?
we have the other person that's not is we have Ori Quesada, and he was in our winter show. He's on a rollabola, which is a cylinder with a plank on it, and then the cylinder and the plank is on a table, and then he takes a bowl on one side of the plank and he flips the bowl and catches on his head because why not? And
Because he can.
because he's practiced a long time to do
Yeah.
this thing. It's this very cool skill. Um it's a it's a Chinese, it's kind of Chinese heritage, and skills like this you get passed down from your teacher. Your teacher says,
Hmm.
this is my trick, this is my skill, I'm going to teach it to you. So
Ah,
it's this really unusual skill
how
that
zen.
super cool, super interesting. So
Yeah.
Ori's going to be with us this summer. And then Tony, our strongman. We've got the Circus Bella, the trio of clowns, and Natasha
Yeah.
Kaluka, the super duper hula hooper.
Oh yeah, the one she has like 40 hula hoops at one time or something.
And then this year I'll be standing on her shoulders while she's hula hooping.
Oh my gosh. I can't even do one hula hoop.
I can't either.
Oh, I don't get it. And then the people who do it, it looks like they're not doing anything.
I know, she's so good. She's so good, and we're kind of actually restaging that whole act, so it's pretty fun. Tony Cannon, our strongman, will be bending pans and picking up throwing around company members, and yeah, and then Elise, our contortionist, and then we have
Yes.
Elise is beautiful, and
She's
then
great.
and then Dora everybody falls in love with Dora Galilea, who's the aerial.
Oh yeah.
So
Was she the one doing the splits on the tightrope?
She doesn't do
No.
the split, but that's Elite. That's Esther. Esther is, I don't know where Esther is this summer. She was one
Oh.
of our guest artists from a couple of years ago. Dora is the one that's on the hoop spinning around up in the air.
Oh yeah. Okay. All
So,
right.
so yeah, it's a fun crew, and then of course the Circus Bella All-Star Band, which our
Yeah.
band,
Which just
if for
makes it
some
a whole lot of
reason
fun.
you didn't like circus, you could close your eyes and still be thoroughly entertained.
Yeah. But who doesn't like this circus?
I
Everyone.
don't know, but if for
It
some
makes
reason,
children of us all.
that's what we need, I think, a little bit.
I
Um,
agree. A lot of it.
a lot of it. So that's
Yeah.
that's the show that we've got.
So do
going.
you run into any political problems getting your show going in any of these locations? Speaking of politics.
Yeah, no, well, I always find, it's interesting. I am much more in, when the Circus Bella is 17 years old this year, which is amazing. This is our 15th Circus in the Park season, but 17 years. So when I started this company, I had no idea how much I get myself involved in city politics. So yeah, we kind of, what I find is that this year this year we're going to mostly locations that we've gone to year after year. I'm still trying to add a few, but we're just waiting to see if the funding comes through. But yeah, you end up being kind of, I think we end up going to places when you need to activate a space, when you need to show what kind of, I don't know, show off a neighborhood, you bring a circus there.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's kind of what we kind of get in the middle of politics that way. And
Oh, I
especially,
see.
and then getting these summer shows are, because we're come and gone, and we don't put any holes in the ground or anything like that. It's pretty low impact. But the winter
Yeah.
show, we put the tent in downtown San Francisco.
Yeah. Pretty
that was
awesome.
that was awesome, and no small feat.
Yes. Are you going to do that again this winter?
That's the plan. That's the
Oh,
plan.
great.
We have a little more money to raise. Anyone out there who wants to write a check to Circus Bella, circusbella.org/donate. We're still raising just a little more money to get that seed money to get the
On your website, they can go there and donate.
Go there.
Okay.
Abigail Munn. But the plan is to do it again. It was really successful, and I think a really fun thing for the day, another sort of thing for the winter shows.
Such a great location you had there.
Oh, it was so cool, and it's a
Yeah.
really interesting neighborhood and cool neighborhood. This is
Yeah.
a neighborhood that's kind of, they're really trying to put themselves on the map of as a neighborhood that has so much. I don't know. It's a very cool. They have, of course, people in the top level condos,
Right.
but there's there's somebody from, all those condos have families, and then one whole side of the lot that we're in is low income city housing. It's a very mixed, diverse neighborhood.
It's a pretty new neighborhood in San Francisco,
it's
right?
a very new neighborhood. I mean, I was born here. There was no such thing as the East Cut when I grew up, but
Is that what it's called now, the East Cut?
It's called the East Cut.
Okay.
I mean, that was one of our big. Everyone's like, "What is the East Cut?" And that is the thing that.
Well, I just remember it being a bunch of warehouses and stuff
Right.
when I was a kid.
And then it was,
Or not just when I was a kid, just a little while ago.
a while ago. I know.
20 years ago. Yeah.
But it's a great neighborhood, and they've done it. It's a very cool kind of, it's when city planning goes right.
Exactly. I love it over there. It's just beautiful, and the weather's usually better, and
Yeah, and there's restaurants, and you're right by the bay. And
yeah,
it's very safe, and
yeah.
and the people are out. The East Cut is very cool because we have the circus, but there's also pickleball and people working out and food
Yeah.
trucks, and they show football games or soccer or Giants games and everyone comes out to watch sports together, and it's
Yeah.
and the kids,
It feels like a real neighborhood.
feels like a real neighborhood.
Yeah. Like maybe neighborhoods used to feel in San Francisco, 50 years ago.
It's amazing. Well, we had all the, what was one of the things that was always fun is there was this kid pack,
Mhm.
go outside and play, kid pack. And they were always kicking their soccer ball into our tent. The whole time, they were so fun. So, it feels like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
People knew each other.
Great.
So,
And I said I said that I noticed how much the kids love it, but it's not just the kids. I mean, that's what I love about the circus is it's just so such a positive, uplifting experience. You know, you can see it's like this is what life can be like.
So.
You know,
I mean, I think that's kind of our mission, or very much my mission is let's find things that we can agree upon.
yeah,
You know, there's not really, it's, I think, and you know, and when we're creating a show, and then this is this, I mean, the process, we're just starting rehearsals right now for this summer show is we try to create, you know, we don't necessarily have a narrative or use words too much, but you can still create kind of this show that has a lot of emotion and a lot of range of emotion and textures and colors. You know, the clowns do stupid things and you laugh, and the aerialist is just shows, you know, and the contortionist like the beauty, and the contortionist is like pushing us to the boundaries of what's possible. You know, I think you can get all these kind of critical human emotions in a show without words, and in a way that we can all kind of somehow understand.
yeah, yeah.
So
Where have you been rehearsing this year?
we rehearse at Kinetic Art Center in West Oakland. It's this wonderful, it's right by, it's close to West Oakland BART. And we've been rehearsing there since 2021. And it's a great circus school. And yeah, we rehearse there. We go in early in the mornings before when nobody knows we're there yet. And then get all our rehearsals done before summer camp starts. So we'll be done rehearsing in the next couple of weeks.
Oh wow, you start really early, huh?
We start early. It takes us, we go right. The way we rehearse, at least for this show, is that we do optional, just training, juggling practices for a couple months. So we just sort of experiment. And then starting next week, we rehearse every morning, 5 days a week for about 3 weeks to get the show together.
How many hours a day?
Usually about 3 hours a day.
Oh, okay.
And that's the ensemble time, 3 to 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the clowns will do some extra work. Everyone goes home or goes to their own gym or whatever,
Yeah.
trains their own act. So so people are probably leading up to the show, we're training about 5 hours a day, 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, do you ever collaborate with any of the other smaller circuses in San Francisco or the Bay Area?
A little bit. We're buddies with the people over at Club Fugazi.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
there's a lot of, you know, we kind of help each other out. And, you know, the Circus Center is a great school. Occasionally we've rehearsed over there. They don't have a lot of space, but, you know, I think it's such a small community. And you'll see, you know, our performers will work in other shows. And yeah, we're definitely kind of, I don't know.
It's similar to the world of theater that I'm involved in, I guess.
Absolutely.
It sounds like the rehearsals are similar too, the rehearsal time and the number of weeks. And
I think it is. It's like it's like the community of performers, even in like the whole, you know, everyone kind of works for everybody, and it's sort of it's a small community.
There are some people that are involved in both. Do you know Jeremy Vick?
Love Jeremy Vick.
Yeah, so I know he does like musical theater and circus.
Yeah, he's off doing some Alice in Wonderland show, touring all over the country right now.
Oh, that's where I haven't seen him in a long time.
He's been, but yeah, he's quite a fine actor as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I've always been mystified by the whole thing.
Yeah.
So the show is going to be in June and July, is that right?
Yeah, we run June and July. We open June 5th, and then we run through at least July 21st. We're hoping to add a few more shows, but we're just waiting on a couple of grants to come through. So
yeah, money's always an issue with these things.
but we've got a beautiful solid season. Even if those extra dates aren't added, so we'll run till July 21st, and every weekend you can go to our website circusbella.org, and I have all the dates and maps and all the things that you need.
All the performance dates are up there, and it's free, but you'll take donations.
Oh yeah, it's totally free.
Yeah.
All people can come to the circus, and if it's available to you, we would love every little bit helps get this, keep this show, keep those trucks, keep fuel in the truck, and keep the clowns fed.
Yes, you don't want hungry clowns.
Don't
That
want
could get
hungry clowns.
dangerous.
Yeah, it gets dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thanks so much for being on the show, Abigail.
oh, it's a
Appreciate it.
pleasure. Love.
Look forward to seeing the show.
I can't wait to see you there. It'll be fun. It's going to be a good one.
Great.